Alright everybody, welcome to the first tutorial in the 9 Dragons Yo-Yo tutorial series. So, the first thing you're going to want to do when you purchase and get a 9 Dragons Yo-Yo, well actually I probably should tell you where you can buy one at, and that is yoyofactory.com, and you can also buy one I bought mine at gentrystyle.com because they had the color scheme that I wanted. Now, just go pick one up there. It's totally worth it. So let's get started. Now, if you haven't seen it already, go check out my review. Now, this is the tutorial series, so I'll not be doing any review or talking about the yo-yo specifically. However, I will be teaching you tricks that I have learned and have seen other people do. Okay, now when you get one, you may be thinking, okay, how do I put the string on the yo-yo? If you're wondering that, then you should totally check out how to play unresponsive yo-yoing, and that'll kind of teach you the basics. Now, before we start this series, I should say that you need to have a basic learning of 1A style yo-yo, because these tricks are all going to just use those same concepts. It's just you're going to be grabbing the yo-yo instead of some other thing. So you'll see that later. So you got to know how to do 1A style yo-yoing pretty well to be able to do the 9 Dragons and understand how unresponsive yo-yos work, and whips and binds and stuff like that. Okay, now putting the string on is simple as just sticking it over like a professional. You will not want to put the string on while the yo-yo's undone in a part, because it can get snagged and there's a lot of parts inside that can fall out and it just is a mess. So just do it this way. It's easier. You don't really want to try to avoid opening this yo-yo as much as you possibly can, because there's so many parts. There's a few different parts inside. Okay, so this trick looks like this. Oh, it's called Year of the Dragon, and it looks like this. Just like that. Okay, so starting off with this trick, you will want to basically know probably how to do like a finger grind, and I can't do it with this yo-yo because it doesn't work with the 9 Dragons, but it's the grind, and then you just wrap the yo-yo around and pull it, or the string around the yo-yo and pull it. It's kind of built off that, except for I'm grabbing it from the front, as you saw. Now, okay, just like this. Now, if you can see, I've got it grabbed just like this, and I will want to take the string, wrap it around it, and then pull it and grab it just like that. Okay, now, this yo-yo is a really, really loud yo-yo, like I said in my review, so if you can't hear me very well, I'm not really going to talk much when I actually have the yo-yo thrown, just because I wanted you to be able to hear me. This is just a loud yo-yo. Okay, now, talking about how it's done, really, now I'm going to show you a little bit from a side view right here, and you'll want to grab it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, you'll want to grab it, just like this, and then take the string and go around to your non-throw hand side, and just go just like this, wrap it around, and then pull it, and it'll come back. So what you don't want to do is this. You see how my hand is super close to the yo-yo? You don't want to wrap your hand around the yo-yo when it's close to the yo-yo, because then it snags. So you will want to, so now see, I've got this whole snaggy mess. Go. Okay, so what you will want to do is you will want to have your hand, well actually I'll just show you while it's undone. So what you'll want to do is you have it grabbed like this, right? Now, what I showed you not to do is the string going from the back and wrapping around this close to the yo-yo and then pulling it through. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is have it where it's about halfway, at about a halfway point, and wrap it around, see, the halfway, just about a halfway point here, and just wrap it around like that and then pull it through. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit here, and so if you didn't get to see that very well, it just will look like this. Just halfway, wrap it around, and then pull it. You don't want to pull too hard or it won't work. So really it just takes kind of some practice. You can get your string tension kind of built up a little bit, so it's kind of tricky, but okay, now as you just saw there, I have a lot of string tension. So the trick is not going to work if you have a lot of string tension. So in those cases, you will want to eliminate as much string tension as possible. And that goes for both ways. So if you're left-handed, then it will be loose, and you don't want it loose because it won't work if it's loose as well. In fact, I think it actually works worse when it's loose. Okay. And that is Year of the Dragon. One more thing I want to show you is that with the 9 Dragons yo-yo, you may be tempted to just do this. Fast start it. That is not how you want to do it with the 9 Dragons, because if you can see, it's a sloppy throw. It doesn't tight around the bearing because you can't actually get your fingers and hands on the yo-yo to get it to fast start. I haven't gotten it gotten to where I can actually do a fast start because it just doesn't want to work. You can kind of do it, but it's not tight like a normal yo-yo. So you will definitely want to just take the time and just spin it. And it's not an off-string yo-yo, so just do it like this, and you're not going to want to do it. I mean, it's not going to happen unless you get a snag, or you just need to eliminate some string tension like that. Okay, now that's trick number 1. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe for more. We've got some more tricks coming up. Link in the description below. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you will pick one of these up because it's awesome. Let's move on to trick number 2.